Hi guys, welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing a different type of reading today. I'm going to be doing this focus on American politics, what's going to be happening, the American political system, our presidential situation, and the government shutdown, and really where we're heading as a whole right now, because it just seems like everything is about to culminate into some huge situation, and I think that we all feel it if you are an American. So I got some emails asking if I would do any readings on it, and I kind of did this personally on my own time just because I was curious. I don't usually do readings on things like this, but I did, and this is what I got. And if you guys don't agree with this, you don't like it or whatever, you don't want to talk about politics, you don't want to hear it, you don't agree with me for doing this or for the messages that I got, that's fine, but you don't have to be negative about it. I will not take any negative comments. I will be deleting those, or I will disable comments if I start getting a bunch of negative comments, because there's no need for negativity. There's no need to perpetuate the divisiveness that is already going on within the world today. There's no need for that kind of energy, and I will not stand for it. You guys can just turn this off if you don't want to listen to it and just go look at the weeklies. I might lose followers because of this and subscribers, but I think it's a really stupid, honestly, I think it's really stupid to unfollow somebody or unsubscribe from somebody because they did one reading that maybe you didn't want to listen to, that you didn't have to listen to. So that's your own problem, not mine. I got a lot of feedback about wanting to see this reading from my my polls that I did on Twitter and on my community tab here on YouTube. So I'm gonna do it. So whether you guys want to listen to this or not, you can shut this off. Go check out a weekly reading or a 2019 reading where I don't talk about politics, and that's totally fine. But you know, I just felt there was a culminating energy about the situation, and I felt like today was the day to do a reading on it and to really see what was coming in, because you know, as an empath, I get very stressed out and very anxious, and having all these energies and things happen within the world today, it brings a lot of stress to me, and sometimes we got to see where this is going so that we don't totally freak out. So I took a chance, I did a reading, and this is what I got. Again, guys, you can shut this off now and leave if you don't want to listen. It's totally fine, but again, I will not take any negativity. I will not take divisiveness in my comments. This is not a political channel, and this is just a reading that I got on the political atmosphere because so many people asked me to do this, okay? And I got, again, overwhelming feedback that you guys wanted this and wanted to see what was coming in. Better to see it than not see it, so this is what I got. Anyways, sorry for the long introduction. I just wanted to make it crystal clear that you don't have to watch this if you don't want to, okay? This is kind of like a little extra reading here. Much like a pick a card reading, or any of them, honestly. You can shut them off if you don't want to listen to it. That's how YouTube works. We're not being forced to. Anyways, so I asked what was going to be happening, what was the future events, how was this going to play out, the government shutdown, our presidential situation involving impeachment, if he was going to be impeached over this situation, really what was going to happen, because we have so much coming out right now. There's so much happening in the American political system that has really never happened before. We're living through a banner time here, and this is just huge. I mean, we're going through a lot right now. A lot of change is happening, and as you can see, I'm going to separate this because I just kind of tried to put all the cards in here because I didn't want anything changed. I'm going to, do some clarifiers as we do this, but this is what I got for what's going to happen. This is what I got for clarifiers. This is what I got for how the president will feel about what happens. And this is what I got, honestly, because I was worried. I was like, what is this going to mean for, like, us? Are we going to have to, like, do all this stuff? I was freaking out after I got all these cards, so I was like, how are me and my partner, for example, or us and our friends, our families going to feel about this situation? I got the Hierophant and the Knight of Cups for how him and I would feel about this situation. So I'm actually just going to put this to the side for now. I'm also going to put, how he would feel to the side for now, and we're going to focus on this aspect of it, okay? So when I first asked what was coming in terms, what was going to happen, how was this going to play out, the wall situation, the government shutdown, the investigation, all the things that are happening here, and if it would result in an impeachment. First card I got here was the Star, and this, to me, as I pulled it out, I just felt Aquarian energy, just pure Aquarian energy there. There's just pure Aquarian energy. I still look at this and I feel that this is Aquarian timing. So something is going to happen in the time of Aquarius, and if you guys are aware, the 20th is when we move into Aquarius. We also have that supermoon and total lunar eclipse that happens the day after. So again, there's going to be huge shifts, and I'm going to do just a brief little thing about that, because again, that huge shift is going to create a lot of change. There's going to be unexpected events, news that are going to likely cause a lot of anxiety, a lot of uncertainty about our future here. That's what, you know, the Leo full moon solar eclipse is going to bring in here. I mean, it's a super moon. I keep like, it's such a long thing to say. It's the Leo super moon total lunar eclipse, but it's bringing in a lot of uncertainty, a lot of anxiety. We're going to have to keep really an open mind and stay calm and patient during this, okay? This is erratic, unpredictable energy, okay? There's impulsive reactions, rapid energy swings, rapid mood swings from one end to the other, miscommunication, and it can all really cause panic and chaos. And honestly, what do we get here? Panic and chaos. So the star here, let's start off with the star. Again, the star to me is that Aquarian timing. It's to me saying that this is going to happen during the time of Aquarius, that some type of change is going to happen then, you know. And this is, I did this with my Hobbit Tarot, if you guys were wondering also. I did this whole reading with my Hobbit Tarot earlier, and I did not want to change the cards. Anyways, you know, this is about our faith, the light at the end of the tunnel. We're hoping that things are going to change. We're hoping for a better future for America. And, you know, whatever side you're on here, it does feel like, again, all of us want a better future. We want things to work out. Meanwhile, we have, you know, all this information coming in that we might have an economy crash coming within the next 2 years. We might have all these negative aspects that, you know, we're creating for ourselves in the future because of what we're doing now. And we're hoping so hard. I feel like this is the hope. That after this darkness will come better times. That, you know, whatever we're going through will end. That we're culminating this in Aquarian season, honestly. I just feel like, again, we're hoping that we're going to get beyond this. We're hoping for the best possible solution. We're hoping that none of this stuff is going to come to fruition. None of the negative stuff, at least. And we're hoping for a better future for America. We're looking for the light at the end of this long, dark tunnel that it feels like we're in right now. And really what I get there, and then I got, you know, the tower. I got the tower after that. So that was like, oh, okay. To me, I still feel very Aquarian from this. I feel Aquarian timing, Aquarian, Aquarian, Aquarian. This is telling me Aquarius right now, especially with the clarifiers that I got. I just feel strongly in my heart of hearts here that this is Aquarius. That is the message that I got, the information that I received and was downloaded when I was doing this reading. Again, the tower here is something huge. This is a culmination of some huge event here. Something is shifting in obviously a huge way. However, if we look at after, you know, we have the Empress, we have the Six of Wands, possibly a female that is going to come in and help our country here, help the world. Also, again, a time of prosperity and healing and open-heartedness, and I feel like, I love that I used this deck for this, and I didn't even mean to. This was kind of like an on-the-spot, like, okay, I'm really stressed out about this, I'm gonna do a reading on it, and just see what comes out kind of energy, and I got the Empress after this, and I feel, in a way, this is a lot of different, you know, people of different backgrounds, different faiths, different places here. Because, I mean, again, America is the place where everyone comes together. We forget that we're a melting pot, that we're a mixing pot, and that we have to have respect and love for all these people that are coming in here. We're a young country. We are not just, you know, a bunch of, you know, English people in America and calling ourselves American. America is for everybody. And I feel that this is us all coming together here after whatever is happening to heal, to come together, to realize that we are all equal, to open our hearts, you know, whatever. I feel, again, that this is being taken down. There is a decision here on a huge world level that is ending this chapter. This chapter that has been this in America is ending. It's ending with this tower moment. We've been culminating. We're coming to this moment here where a decision is being made very quickly. We're getting the information, probably most of us through our phones, through, I'm getting almost like an emergency notification. I know that everybody in the country has had those stupid emergency notification things on their phone. We might get one of those in the next, you know, in Aquarius timing. I still feel like this is going to really kick off around that supermoon on the 21st. If not, though, you know, this is happening during Aquarius timing, and that supermoon, that Leo full moon, supermoon, total lunar eclipse, God, what a tongue twister, it's bringing up this energy, or it's starting this off. It's doing a kickoff here. Again, like I was saying in the beginning, there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress surrounding this, a lot of chaos energy here. I mean, I just feel that whatever is happening, though, you know, we're cutting this down to its roots. So again, I feel like there's going to be a government overhaul. I feel that something is going to happen here. I will ask specifically more about impeachment in a second, but I just kind of want to go over this before I start pulling clarifiers. But to me, the tower signifies an end. There is an end to however this has been. This is an end to authoritarian rule, because we forget about what happened in World War II. We forget that that was less than 100 years ago. We forget the rise of the right side, the rise of the right-wing politicians and what they promised, and just to Europe, just to Germany. We forgot about that. We forgot about how authoritarians, how dictators treat people. And that's what's happening here. Otherwise, the government wouldn't be shut down like over a little hissy fit over something that, what, I promised this and I can't get it because it's billions of dollars, billions of the tax money that we're paying for. No one's happy about this. This is not working. Give up on this is like saying you have to give up on this. This is over. I don't think that's going to happen. I literally don't think that's going to happen, because I don't think we're going to be paying for that. Again, I'll pull some cards in it, but I just think something is coming down to its roots here and being eradicated. The tower, I feel that this is the government coming down here. This is how it has been, is being changed. We're totally overhauling. This is a transformation. This is an end to what has been for the past few years here. This is an end to that in Aquarian season, because Aquarius is a humanitarian energy. We look out for, Aquarians will look out for the world. Aquarians care about philanthropic things. They care about other people. They care about giving back and making sure people are safe and cared for. And, they would give the shirt off their backs for somebody. Aquarian energy and Aquarians think that way. They think in a larger sense, on a world view here. And that energy is going to come in, and, with all the astrological things happening, and again, that eclipse and that supermoon, I just think that something is coming out here. Something is ending what has been and is bringing this down. And it's so that we can heal, so that we can come together as a country and remember, who we were when we were making this country. Who were we then? We were all for each other. This is the land of everybody. And we forget that. We forget that. We're conveniently forgetting, when the Jewish tried to come over on the ships from, why can't I speak? On the ships from Europe, begging for refuge, begging for passage, safe passage, just to stay in the country, and we turned them down. And what are we doing now? What are we doing now? We're not opening our hearts to people that need us. They don't want anything other than safety. They don't want anything other than a better life, so why are we turning away? Why are we turning into a monster at the thought of that? That's the energy I think that we're realizing once this all comes down here, is we're all humans. We're all in this together. We should be loving. It's 2019. How are we still acting like this? How are these the views that we're holding? And again, guys, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, whatever. I might just end up turning off the comments for this, because I don't want a bunch of people, attacking each other and saying this and that. This isn't supposed to be a divisive video. This is what I'm getting. This is the messages that I'm receiving now about this situation. This is what's coming through. Whether you like it or not, this is what's coming through here. And there's nothing I didn't pick out these cards. I didn't choose this. Okay? But again, Six of Wands, we're moving forward in the right direction after something comes out, after something is ended, after a chapter is ended, because the world is a culmination. There's a choice here. There is a decisive triumph. There is an end to something. When I see the Ace of Swords, there is a decisive, it's almost like off with your head type of energy, whether it be for the, for a positive or negative. The Ace of Swords is coming in. This is very quick, very sudden, very chop your head off, you're done. This situation is over. We're cutting this off. We're moving forward here. And it's for the best. It's to bring people together. To bring love and abundance back in here. We're connecting. The Empress here is just such a beautiful energy. I do love this card so much because, especially in this deck, because it's multiple people. It's many different people coming together on this journey to make, go back to their home. This is them all, Bilbo and Gandalf and all the companions going forward and connecting in bonds of spiritual love on this great quest that they're going on, to go back to their home, to the Lonely Mountain, to remember, we want a home, we want a connection with a bunch of other people, we want this to be a united country instead of divided. We're divided right now and we have to stop that. This is unifying. This is unifying, loving energy. This is harmony. This is pleasure and abundance here. A time to encourage greater harmony and love within ourselves and the world. with and between others. Again, I love that this is Aquarian energy. I do think this is, again, happening during Aquarius timing. Aquarian energy is changing this. You know, this is just amazing. Again, with the world there underneath it all, and these are the clarifiers. I'm going to go over the clarifiers, and then we will get some more clarifiers. But clarifying the Tower here, I got the World, the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. The World here, I mean, this is just huge ending energy. Huge, huge, like, just an end of a cycle, an end of a chapter. Achieving something here. We're ending something. Whenever I see the World, it's like a book is closing and we're opening up a new one. This book is done. This situation is over. We're closing the chapter here on, it feels like the past 200 years of how we've had our government, and we're changing this. We're changing this because, again, it wasn't meant to last this long. It wasn't meant to be this way for this long. It wasn't meant to be a divisive two-party system. It was never supposed to be that. And we're finally trying to change it. There are changes. Sorry about that. I don't know why. Whenever I have this phone on silent, it'll still play full volume whenever it rings, even if I'm in the middle of a reading. It's so annoying. Anyways. Now you guys all know I have a Zelda ringtone. The Ace of Swords, though, this is just... To me, this is just a very clear ending. You know, we're closing this book, we're finishing it. We're cutting it down. This is over. We're ending this. This is just totally done. And it's like, again, this is huge. This is a huge moment where a lot of people are going to be thrown into chaos, and they're going to be like, oh my God, this is a catastrophe. I don't know how to move forward. But this is endings that we may all come together in love and harmony throughout the world as well. This is a better decision for the whole world. Make decisions for the world as a whole, humanity as a whole, America as a whole, not just, you know, the white people of America as a whole. You know, this is important here. I mean, I could go on and on about all the times I've had people come up to me and just say racist things. It happened to me literally the other day in a parking lot. And I don't like that, you know. I don't want to live in a country where things like that are happening every day. We should be accepting and loving each other, and not bringing each other down, not attacking one side and the other because of this, that, and the other thing. There is no sides. We're all goddamn humans, people. That's all I have to say about that, is we're all humans. We should all be on each other's side here. We shouldn't be taking sides and, oh, dividing against this person, that person. It shouldn't be one race against the other, one group against the other, because it's not. It shouldn't be this way. It's 2019. Grow up. We need to have some more adult and expansive thinking about this, okay? Anyways, with the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords here, I just feel that this is coming in very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. You know, this is the Goblin Cleaver. Biter by the goblins here. You know, this is a breakthrough, a clarity moment here. We're establishing the rights and wrongs of a situation. Something is coming out that is establishing that, you know. This card is pointing to the fact of that we need to face up to our reality, to analyze our motives and admitting our guilt or weaknesses if we have any. So this is admitting that. So again, I do think maybe something with the investigation. That was one of my first thoughts as well, is that something with the investigation is coming out here, where we're going to have to face what we did wrong, face the consequences of our actions here in order to move forward. We need logic and reason to move forward. Logic and reason. No more, you know, gray zone of, well, oh, just because I said this in the past doesn't mean that it applies now. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's not the way this works. That is not the way this system works. That is not the way that this world should work. You don't get to say whatever you want, especially if it's offensive, especially if it's racist, especially if it's attacking other people. You don't get to act that way. You don't get to do whatever you want and get away with it in life here. And we can't have that energy just going around here. We can't be perpetrating that energy. And I think that that is really the core root of this problem here. The core root of what is going on is that we cannot, you know, we can't get away with everything. You can't get away with these things that are being... that people are getting away with at this time, that our politicians, that our president is getting away with at this time. It's being able to leave behind the prejudice and doubt and take on this new energy of truth. The truth is coming out whether we like it or not, and it is making the decisions for us. The Knight of Swords there, again, is... he's a guy where he comes in very, very quickly. He's got something to say. There is information coming in that is bringing this about. You know, this is a determined, decisive energy here. This energy is cut off from emotions, from feeling. This is just facts. These are facts coming in, whether we like it or not. These are facts. These are facts, and it's coming down. It's coming to bring down our government situation, honestly. This is huge. there's an energy here that is, no, we're not taking no for an answer anymore. The truth is coming out here. You cannot hide from it. You cannot run from it when the Knight of Swords approaches you here. Again, let's pull some clarifiers here more about what's coming in here, about what this moment is, what it means for impeachment and the wall, what it means for impeachment, what it means for a change of our government, a change of our president, taking punishment over this situation, over what is coming out here, this investigation. Let's have to do the investigation with impeachment. Show me if it does. Clarify the messages in terms of impeachment. I'm going to move these to the side a little bit. Impeachment and impeachment. Based on what's coming out here. So our president being impeached. Let me get a sip of water. Show me if this is the impeachment. Wow, okay. Knave of Swords, the Empress. Interesting. Is this the impeachment? Is this impeachment? What does this have to do in that kind of aspect? Impeachment of investigation. Our president and his status. I just feel like whatever is going to happen, something is coming out here, something huge. Something to do with money. Something to do with money, where money lies. Where money was given to women. Okay, something about that whole situation is coming out. I think it's definitely an investigation. And it's coming out. Whenever I see the sun here, it's coming out. I'm getting a really strong somebody here, and I'm feeling like this is the investigator. Somebody is coming forward, some type of evidence, some type of information here. It has something to do with women. It has something to do with maybe even love child, pregnancy. It could again be something that he just says about women. That is just the final straw. Money that was paid to during the campaign. This is going to be it. Something is coming out here about money. What does it result in for him? What does it result in for our president and their camp? What is this resulting for our president and their... Oh my God. Oh my God. That literally forced its way out. Like, forced its way out. I was going to be like, no, just go back in there. It's too many cards. And this one was like, me, upright. So, wow. Wow. I do think something is going to happen that is going to be essentially heartbreaking, essentially devastating for him here. I don't think he's going to be getting his money. I don't think he's going to be getting what he wants out of this. Is this the investigation? Getting him, what is this? Continue to show me how this affects him and his presidency. A lot of, wow, a lot of conflict. A lot of conflict about it, trying to fight it, but you know, there's an admission of guilt here, honestly, with that kind of card here. There's, I have done wrong, and I cannot hide from it anymore. He might still try to fight it, but it's there. The Five of Wands is saying these are all these things are coming out here. All these things are coming out here. And he could be also saying a lot of offensive things after all this comes out, attacking a bunch of people, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. Whatever the situation is, again, this is chaos. Absolute chaos. Wow. Continue to show me here. Oh my God, Justice. Oh my God, guys. I'm very glad actually that I did this reading with you all, because I was shook. The world. I mean, it was the world reversed for him, but that world shows up again, which means that this is on a world national level. This is, again, justice here is justice is coming in. For better or for worse, the truth is coming out and a decision is being made. This is huge, guys. This is huge. This is massive. I remember when I was doing this reading earlier, my partner was still home. He hadn't left for work yet, and I was like, I just threw open the door and I was like, you need to come and see what I just got. This is too much here. But I didn't go into it because then again I had to go and do some work and stuff. But this is, I'm so glad I came back to this for you guys, because this is huge. This is a huge, huge moment. Wow. I mean, the Knave of Swords, again, that information coming in about a woman, about something, or again, a woman is bringing forward some evidence here, bringing forward something about money, about where the money has been. You know, oh, magically it's not here, it's not there. Something about money. Something to do with money, something to do with the manifestation of it, something to do with an opportunity to take money from a situation that he probably shouldn't have, or give money to a situation that you shouldn't have. It was not money that he was supposed to give here. And this is coming out, the sun. This is coming out. And it's this, for him, this is devastating. Again, this situation, I'll pull out the cards now that I got for him earlier as well, in terms of the president here. This is devastating for him. This is devastating. We have the Five of Cups. I don't know how to move forward. We have the Moon. Again, this to me really was connected. When I first pulled all the cards, I was like, oh my God, this has got to be that Leo supermoon. That supermoon is bringing forward this goddamn, like, moment here. This is bringing this forward. You know, this is the information that has been waited on. The information that we didn't think was coming through. The decisions that we didn't think were going to have to be made are being made. We're being presented with this. This is... oh my God, like, I just think that there's just going to be so much that is about to happen, guys. So hold on to your seats if you're in America. Or I guess run if you don't want to be here anymore. Every day I say to my partner, I'm like, I don't want to live in this country anymore. This is sad. This is depressing. I can't believe people are so awful still. Like, and I just think finally we're getting to this healing, because we're eradicating the person that has created all this chaos, all this divisiveness. And if you don't believe that this person has created divisiveness, then I don't really know what to tell you, because they have divisiveness. I see that divisiveness every day. I see that divisiveness when I get yelled at in a parking lot. I see that divisiveness when I'm asked, where am I from? I get that divisiveness when I'm asked if I'm Muslim, like, everywhere that I go. I get that divisiveness all the time, and I was born here, and I'm half white. So... the fact that even I have to deal with this, like, and I'm just a nice small girl, I can't even imagine. I mean, you hear things every day about how people feel empowered in their racist behavior, and this is ending. We're coming together. The world here is coming together because we're eradicating this person. And he is feeling it. He is feeling that sorrow. He's feeling that Five of Cups. And that is good to me, because you should feel bad when you've hurt so many people, when you've wronged so many people and taken money. There's definitely money situation. Could be taxes, I'm feeling. Again, something with that investigation. Again, there's that courts, that's justice. Probably going to jail. Probably going away for a long time over this. Trying to fight it, but it's still going to jail. The justice system here is turning the world for him up on its head here. This is a painful end to a chapter that you don't want. Again, this is disillusionment with your situation. Feelings of failure and regrets. Wishing we could turn back the clock type of energy. We have to accept, he needs to accept what has happened here, and where we are now. There's no point in wistful thinking about what might have been. It reminds us that we live in a dualistic reality. For each bad thing that has happened, there is an equal and opposite good thing about it too. And the good thing about it is that because you did this, now we can all heal as a country and as a world. Because everybody in the world, I mean, I traveled the world last year, and people were like, you're from America? Are y'all crazy? And I was like, I don't know anymore, honestly. But, you know, this is the time here of the yin and yang. This is duality. Because there's been wrong done, it's coming out. The moon is bringing this out. Look at the way it's smirking at Gollum. He's like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. I'm feeling sad. I'm missing my precious. I'm missing my money. I'm missing my job. I'm missing my situation that I just had. And the moon's like, LMAO, Gollum. Like, screw off. Like, you're stupid. Like, you did this to yourself here. You did this to yourself. Is really the energy. Like, I can't believe I just said LMAO in a reading. I can't believe I just said that. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. I'm just, like, shook by this energy. I am shook by this. I'm shook by this. Again, if you guys ever want to get a private reading, a lot of my private readings often end up being like this, because I just go and we pull out a ton of cards. So if you want to book a private reading, again, they're usually very in-depth like this. Wow. I mean, this is just feeling worried, lonely, and confused, losing touch with reality, our fears coming to life and overtaking us here. It's trying to say we need to find our way back, however hard that might be, and that's what he needs to do. He needs to find his way back. He needs to come to terms with what has happened here. The Five of Coins here is such a loss card. This is my lowest feeling card here. I hate this card. This and the Knight of Swords are just feeling low. And so is the Three of Swords. We have 2 out of the 3 most depressing, and the Tower here. I mean, we have a lot of pain coming in for him. Unforeseen expenses, material deprivations, hardships. That's really what I get here. I mean, it's coins. It's material deprivation. It's you know, you open your pocketbook and it's empty. You've just lost all your money. You lost the lottery. Somebody came and took it away. Took away your worthiness in this situation. We're feeling again unworthy. We're realizing how unworthy we are here. Yeah, wow. This is. I didn't expect this, guys. I did not expect this reading today. I did not expect all this to come out, but it did, and here we are. I'm going to put these away now. Or actually, you know, just before I do that, I really want to look at, you know, this justice and the world reverse before I move on here, because it is just such a powerful energy here. We get 2 major arcanas. There's so many major arcanas here. We get the Star, the World, the Tower, the Empress. You know, we get the Empress again. We get the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the World again. Justice. This is huge. You know, justice is bringing forth harmony and order. It's, you know, bringing... And my favorite description of justice that I've ever done is actually my Bosch Tarot description. And, you know, it talks about there is really no wrong that can sully what is right. For better or for worse, each thing will meet its destiny. Again, there's equality here. There's truth coming out when this card comes out, whether it be for good or evil. The truth is coming out, and we're seeing it in a black and white just way. What you did was wrong, you have to pay for it. That's the way it works. That's the justice system. We cannot turn that one on its head when it comes down to it. Again, when the world is reversed, there's a sense of incompleteness, a sense of we've lost something. We're not able to accept everything about ourselves, both the negative and the positive. We can't accept this. We can't accept this situation, so we're flipping out. Again, I think that something massive, some huge shift here is coming in. We're going to have to really watch this and see, you know, what this does. I'm going to shuffle these back up and see if this has anything to do. I don't think that the wall is going to be built again, because it's not even going to be a wall. It's a fence. I'll be honest about that. And we're not going to spend $5 million on it. It's not why I pay my goddamn taxes. So, not to keep people out of the country. Like, please. I live in an area where there's a lot of Hispanic culture and South American culture, and they're wonderful and great. I've never had any bad experiences. They do a ton of work, and they deserve to live in this country. They deserve to take refuge in this country with all the things that are happening in South America, especially Venezuela. We need to, you know, allow people in it to help them, to help these people. Whether you believe that America should be, you know, the cop of the world and help, you know, be that person that everyone relies on or not, that's who we are, because we take everybody in, because we are a mixing pot. We can't decide who we do and don't take in anymore. That's not the way this should be. That's not what America was founded upon. That's not our country. We have to remember that. All right, let's see the wall. The wall situation. Does this have anything to do with the wall situation? Queen of Wands. What happens with the wall situation? What happens with the wall situation? In terms of it getting built. Here we get the Knight of Swords. What's happening with the wall situation? We're really going to spend millions of dollars, billions of dollars on that. We're really going to do that. What happens with the wall situation? Immigration situation. Temperance. There's a balancing. There's a balancing out here, coming together. A decision to maybe compromise. So they might decide to put money into it, which is really goddamn stupid. But this is our tax money. I don't understand how you can just get away with just spending money on things like that. When California is burning and you're deciding not to help them, and you're going to put that money towards a wall that we don't need. How does that make any sense? But whatever. What's happening here in terms of if the wall is getting built or not. If that money, if it's going through here. Get the Ten of Cups. And pull some more clarifiers. With my Bosch deck, I'm kind of drawn to use that for you guys here. For this situation. Queen of Wands. Clarify if the wall is being built or not. Give us the answer here. If this situation is crumbling, or how that will turn out. I don't think so, because Temperance is a purity card. There's the Fool. It's coming across as foolish. And they know it. This is a foolish endeavor. 10 of Wands, it's too much. You might try to say, oh, well, if we put like some money into having people down there, maybe that could be what happens here. There might be a reworking of the situation, which is unfortunate. But again, I think that it's going to help people in the long run and help. I think whatever decision they make, they're going to be trying to be like, here's some money for this, and it's difficult and it's stressful, but it's better for all the people that need help right now. It's going to be healing. It's going to, again, bring people together. So again, it feels like we are allowing either refugees or we're helping people in some type of way. There's what else is going on here? Is the fence being made? Is this stupid thing being made? Is it done? Is it happening? We get pushing it off. 4 of Swords. It's too much right now. We're going to push it off. So I do think, again, that they're stepping on their own sword here. That's kind of the energy that I get. It's foolish. They realize it's too much money. It's too stressful. There's too much against it here. And it's getting put off. Too many cards out at once here. Yeah. It's getting put off. I do think it'll get put off. 10 of Swords, but it's too much for them. For those that are not in favor of the wall, how will it be for us? How will we feel about this decision? Because that'll really tell us what's going on here. How will we really feel about what's going on here? We get death. There's an ending. Yeah, it's over. The whole situation is over. Whether they want to admit it or not, they've stepped on their sword. This whole situation is crumbling very quickly. Very, very quickly. Yeah, this is a power situation. Somebody has tried to take too much power. Again, they're showing up as somebody who they shouldn't be is really what I'm getting here. We're seeing the end of a dictator here. The end of this Emperor energy. And often I see the Emperor as a guy who takes too much authority, takes too much pride in his authority, says whatever he wants, does whatever he wants without any, you know, consequences here. This is somebody who needs to be in control, who needs to have their viewpoint screamed at others until, you know, they can't hear themselves think. This is that type of energy. And this person is like, again, an Emperor type energy, like Napoleon energy, Napoleon complex here. It's him, and it's ending. We're having an ending here. We're having an ending of this, and we're going to be happy about it. I do think so. I do think that that's what's going to happen here. I'll pull one more just to make sure. Because, again, I got the Hierophant and the Knight of Cups, so I do feel that this is, in my case, I'm a Taurus, and my partner's a water sign, and I do feel that we're both going to be feeling good about it. I'm going to be like, I knew this was going to happen, and he's going to be like, told you so as well. Or, you know, you told me. Or, like, you know, this is a message that we wanted to hear with the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant there. There was a reason I had to get this message out, and for those of you who listen, yeah, this is the message that we want. This is the message that we want here. So yeah, this is coming apart. Our government is about to fall apart at its seams right here. Something is coming out, something massive. When the tower comes up, a tower moment never, you know, I never ignore a tower moment because every time I've seen the tower come up, even like for a second, it happens. It comes through. That tower moment will always come through here, okay? Anyways, guys, I hope that if you wanted to watch this and you watched the whole thing, that you got something from it and that maybe you're seeing